Hi everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. We are dealing with stories based on plot this week, and we're still working with that same family, and I hope you've seen that it's very, very easy to break through writer's block. The story right now might not be as satisfying for you as stories often are. What I always find for myself is those stories that are least satisfying for me are more satisfying for my readers. And that's because when I write about myself, it's very satisfying. I get that ego sort of thing going. I get to say those things that I've never been able to say, but I don't do it in a very good way. And so if you're dealing with something that's not usually about yourself, this is a very good way to break into that next level of writing for you, if that's what you're dealing with. Okay, so we dealt with introductions. Now what we're going to deal with is the frustration stage. And the frustration stage is when things start to fall apart. Bad things start to happen. Things that are just kind of frustrating. Now, the term frustration, the degree to which it's frustrating, has to do with the degree to which the story, the stakes of your story are. So, for example, if you're talking about Star Wars, and we're talking about a place where you can blow up planets. Blowing up planets is kind of the frustration stage, right? And that seems like fairly deep frustration. If you're doing like a teen drama, frustration stages have got detention, right? So the stakes are different. You've got to figure out where your story is, right? So now we're talking about, and with my story, I'm talking about I've got a frustration stage where this woman's space is being invaded by this guy coming over, and what are the ultimate stakes here? She might be in physical danger by this guy. She might have to violently confront the guy. So what's frustration stage in that thing? Well, the guy is invading her space, sitting down in her stuff. Maybe he sits down and try to put his arm around. And for him, he's like this college dude who thinks he just feels like I'm just kind of being friendly in a really flirtatious way. But of course, there's no way to know that unless you're him. And also, even if you are him, that's still, that's not a good deal. So he's coming into this thing and he's invading her space, and she's of course going to use strategies to get him to leave, right? And it might be at this point she's just trying to appease him because let's not go nuclear yet. Let's keep it with conventional weapons. So maybe she moves away from him. She might say, well, I need to be by myself now, that kind of thing, right? Without being directly confrontational. That's the frustration stage, and we're talking a little bit of dialogue and maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs, something like that. Okay, when you're done with that, post down below, and we'll talk about it. We'll say stuff about it, right? Try to comment on other people's things too, because that's always very helpful for everyone else. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow on 30 Days Until Done.